The date was June 6, 1944. The mission was Operation Overlord, to gain a beachhead on the coast of France that would allow the Allies to establish a footing for recapturing occupied Europe and to push inland to defeat Nazi Germany. The commitment was the full might of the greatest military force ever assembled under one command: the land, air, and sea assets of the United States, the United Kingdom, and their allies. At stake was the outcome of World War II on the European front, and possibly the future of the free world. That outcome ultimately rested on the shoulders of one man who possessed the ability to envision and maneuver this grand-scale attack that would change the direction of the war. One man who had the breadth of military knowledge necessary to grasp the complexities of the multidimensional fronts. One man who had the in-depth, hands-on experience to develop and execute air and ground strategies that would overwhelm the enemy. One man who could parlay his charismatic personality into the respect required for others to follow his commands. The one man was General Dwight David Eisenhower. While numerous capable generals were ready and willing to step in to lead the fray, many well-known and highly respected, who might have been placed in this position of such monumental importance, Eisenhower was the only one who had the unique background and tedious training to orchestrate the European operations with such precision and audacity. Unlike the flamboyant General George Patton or the arrogant General Douglas MacArthur, General Eisenhower had been a relatively unknown officer before World War II. In virtual obscurity, he was a man who had spent more than 3 decades preparing, mostly in inglorious ways, in his and others' view, for his destiny. As a young officer, he tried every avenue available to him to get assigned to Europe before the Great War was over. Instead, he was selected to be a training instructor and post-football coach. As a field-grade officer, he tirelessly sought to command troops. Instead, he was posted to remote locations to polish his skills in writing and organizing. As a junior general officer, he vied again for troop assignments. Instead, he was too valued by his superiors for release from his desk jobs. Only when the United States was fully committed to war did President Franklin Roosevelt pluck Eisenhower from the upper ranks of the military to make him Supreme Allied Commander, Europe. From this position, Eisenhower issued a message to the troops in the early morning hours of June 6, 1944, that said, in part, "Nothing short of victory is acceptable. Good luck." Thus did he launch the invasion at Normandy on what became known as D-Day, and catapulted his name into the history books as the man who freed Europe.